You're dating a woman, or maybe you're even in a full-fledged relationship with her, and you notice that she's pulled away. Maybe you haven't heard from her in a couple of days, and you're used to hearing from her every single day, and you're not sure what to do, and you're under this illusion that you've got to take action. So in this video, I'm covering what to do when she pulls away if you want to get her back. So is pulling away a red flag? And the short answer is yes, it absolutely is. There is something happening that is causing her to lose attraction for you. Most likely, you've been over pursuing, but it also could be, if you're in a long-term relationship, that you've just gotten complacent and you're not courting and dating her properly. But let's assume that it's the over pursuing, because in the earlier stages, prior to a full-fledged relationship, that's probably what it is. You're probably too available, or you're calling or texting more than she is. In other words, initiating the conversations more than she is. And she's starting to feel smothered and controlled. And you may be coming across as kind of needy or desperate. So you always want to be operating a little bit slower than she is. And that way she kind of feels like you're a challenge to be won over. You don't want to be smothering and controlling, because that's just going to lower her attraction for you. Is she pulling away to test you? And the short answer is not consciously. Most of the time, women do not consciously test you, but it could be that things are moving too quickly. Guys, we tend to rush to the altar. We're looking at engagement rings online and we're picking out baby names and things like that. And women can feel that kind of energy coming from us. And if they do, it's most likely going to scare the hell out of them unless they are really emotionally out of balance. So most women are going to be turned off by that too early on in the dating situation. So they may do this kind of thing to slow things down and to see how you respond to that, because this could be a test, again, a subconscious test of your masculine core. And if you get all butthurt and lose your shit over it, that's going to tell her that you're not confident, you're not strong, you're not masculine, and chances are the relationship is going to fizzle really quickly. And the same is true if you've been over pursuing. So should you ignore her if she pulls away? And the short answer is yes. But you don't want to ignore her if she reaches out to you, but you want to stop initiating all conversation at that point. Basically, you're going to go no contact when she pulls away from you. And you're just going to give her that time and space. She may have actually asked for the time and space, or she may just be implying it by cutting off conversation with you. But either way, you've got to give her that space. You don't want to over pursue. You don't want to start blowing up her phone. You don't want to get all butthurt. You don't want to think, well, if she just knew how much I missed her, surely she'd want to call me up and come back and come see me. No, that is not going to work. Don't do that. Getting butthurt is just going to make you look needy and desperate and pathetic, and that's going to lower her attraction for you. So how long does the pull away phase last? That's what most guys want to know, right? And 80% of the women will be back somewhere between day 2 and day 7. So by the end of a week, 80%, the vast majority of women will be back. But that's only if you're not calling her or texting her or initiating any conversation with her, and you're not stalking her on social media either. You're giving her the time and space that she clearly wants, and she's going to respect that, and it's going to cause her attraction level to grow for you, especially if you were over pursuing before, because now this is radically different behavior from you that's going to get her curious about you. And anytime she's wondering about you, her attraction level is going to start to go up. So how do you make her miss you when she pulls away? That, of course, is the million-dollar question. So as we've talked about, don't pursue her. Give her the time and space that she obviously is wanting. Don't initiate conversation. Do respond if she reaches out. Don't stalk her on social media, and especially don't look at her stories on Facebook or Instagram, because she'll see that you were there. When she does reach out, act like it's no big deal. Fight the urge to tell her how it felt and give her a piece of your mind and all that. Act like it was no big deal. Hey, it was great. Had the opportunity to go hang out with so-and-so and went to the gym more often. And, how are you doing? Act like it was no big deal. But if she's still distant or standoffish, where you can tell there's still something going on with her, ask high quality questions to get her talking about it. You don't want that to fester, whatever it is. Probably you did something that hurt her feelings and she's still holding on to that. So you've got to get it out of her. So even if she says, oh, I'm fine, it's nothing, don't believe that for a second. Say, oh, I want to know what I did that hurt your feelings. I really want you to tell me, and just keep going. Don't bully her. Be playful and lighthearted about it, but don't give up. Don't accept no for an answer. Keep asking questions until you get her talking. And then once you get her talking, really listen. Repeat back a few things that you hear her saying. That way she really feels like you're listening and you're getting her and you're understanding her. And let her keep going as long as it takes until she really feels completely heard and understood by you. And you'll know when she's done because she'll like give you a big hug and a kiss and say, thank you so much for talking. You know, you're such a great listener. She'll say things like that. And then you know that this is totally resolved. But until that point, keep going. Don't give up. Now, sometimes you just can't get a woman to open up like that, and it's because she's emotionally unavailable. So can you make a relationship work with a woman who is emotionally unavailable? And the short answer is yes, you can, but it does take some specific actions and techniques on your part. So if you think you might be in that boat, I want you to check out this video right up here on my channel where I walk you through exactly how to make that relationship work.